Hey, we're back with you. It's live on the Jesse T Show, live from Studio 54 in Los Angeles, right here celebrating the birthday of Janicia Lesley, a superstar on the TV screen. She's going to be all 24 years old today. We're here on the red carpet, which is actually the black carpet. Yes, and we're going to be interviewing everybody that's coming down here. Don't go away from me. Come on here, my dapper man.
I'm here for the night.
Brother, 1975 to 1978, you have donned the style perfectly.
I tried, I'm switching up the name tonight. We're not going to go by Trey. We're going to go by, Martin Marcel tonight, That's what we're going to do for the 70s look. Keep it real sweet for everybody.
Man, the fro and the beard, that's it.
I tried. Now, this is real. We all know, I got to work this out.
Some of them brothers in 70s had beards that were like, and fros that were like giant fros.
Amazing.
Remember,
yes.
Remember Room 222? Were you old enough to remember that?
Old enough, but my mom had enough VHS tapes for me to watch, back in the day.
Some of those fros were huge. And the funniest thing is when a white dude tried to make his hair frizz out like a fro, it never looked right, did it?
You had a couple that made it look okay, but you always knew it was meant for the brothers, like Ralph Sampson from back in the day.
Man.
His fro was just elegant and just suave, so you got to keep the right amount of bounce and everything.
Look at that look, brother. Looking good.
Thank you.
What you got cooking, man? What's happening in your life?
Oh, I'm a personal trainer. I'm an aspiring screenwriter. We're making things happening in our world. We all some self-made millionaires in due time. That's what we're doing.
That's what it's all about, pal.
Right.
You got to think it. If you can believe it, achieve it, you can conceive it, put those three together, you got it.
That's right. Talk good.
Have a great time tonight.
You do the same.
God bless you, man. Oh, whoa. Don't go away. Oh. Hey, Dan the man.
I thought it was Donny Hathaway.
It sure kind of looked like Donny Hathaway. Oh, look at this beautiful lady here. She's looking so great. Oh, yes. Oh, so we're going to get a few words with the lovely lady here. This is Jesse T on the Jesse T Show, broadcasting live, doing what we do best. Dan the man and I. Oh, look at her. She's so good, they got to get some more pictures. Come on down. I feel like a game show host. Come in here. I can't let you go by me. We're live on 5 networks right now. I'm Jesse T. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
You were here early, but now you don the red carpet.
I love to be the first one at the place because I like to make sure I like to see everybody that's coming in.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, they say make a grand entrance and a grand exit before everybody leaves.
Okay.
Because you don't want to be the last one at the party.
No.
Leave it.
No. And I'm loving it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, the 1970s was an interesting time. I'm old enough to remember them quite well.
Too.
Yeah, so it was an interesting time. How the world has changed.
Yes, it has.
Sometimes the simplicity that we thought was so complex coming out of the 60s and the 70s is actually really simple compared to today.
Yes, it is. Life was moving slower. People recognized and smelled the roses. We thought it was bad, though.
Yeah.
When I was growing up in the 70s, and I grew up in the 70s, I thought life was hard. But looking back, it was so easy.
So easy.
And now today it's really hard.
I have a 28 and 24-year-old, and they're very, very good young people. And but my goodness, I shudder to think the next 25 years ahead of them.
Scary, ain't it?
It really is, I'll be okay because my teeth will fall out, and so will my hair, and no one will care about me.
Same here.
No, you're going to be forever beautiful. What do you got cooking? What's happening in your life exciting?
You ain't gonna believe this, but I work for the Department of Defense, and my big mission is to combat human trafficking.
That's what I do. I'm the coalition director against human trafficking here in Los Angeles. I cleaned up the Lancashire corridor for 10 years. I'm the guy.
My job at the Department of Defense, I run the whole program for the Department of Defense. We develop the policy, all the training. We make sure all the troops, know what it is and know what's going to happen if they're involved with it, and not to patronize those establishments that have victims of human trafficking. So
It is a mission.
To eradicate.
10 years ago, I got involved with it for other reasons, and I had to convince LAPD, I had to convince LA City, I had to convince the state legislature, Senate, Assembly, and the governor, and I had to convince the federal government, and I had to convince a lot of people that we need to be talking and doing something in the streets about this straight up, because it's an epidemic. And I cleaned up an area, my team and I, and it took 5 years on a 100-year systemic problem that had hit this area. Pimping, prostitution, and human trafficking. And I got the stories, and I had a reality show about human trafficking called Justice for All, and a man tracker, and I was the one that's tracking the man. And so, yeah, I totally do that, and it's caught the Coalition Against Human Trafficking. I'm the director in Los Angeles.
Wow.
I talked at the John program, which is the ones that get busted for the first time. I lectured for 4 years to those guys. And so, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's an epidemic levels in our country and the world, and it's evil, satanic. And let me tell you something. If I ever catch you doing something to a little boy or girl or a woman, you got to deal with me, Jesse T. And that's not a good thing, because I don't give a freaking rat's ass. I'll drop you. You understand me? Thank you. Sorry.
Amen.
Sorry. That's the attitude I took in the street.
And that's the attitude that so many people need to take, so we can we can eradicate this problem. It is growing. It's all over the world,
exponentially,
everywhere, and people now understand. More and more people now understand that it's right in their backyard, right in
someone you know.
America, yeah, everywhere. It's everywhere.
Prayer is good. God is good, but God gives me the health to fight it in the street.
Yes.
That's what God gives me.
That's good. That's great.
Right?
That's great.
Right on. I like you. Have a great time tonight. Enjoy the 70s.
Thank you.
All right, we're here. Absolutely. We're here for a terrific show tonight. The Chandler Foundation is a foundation that takes care of orphans and children and helps them with sports programs and helps them gather up their lives so they get on straight and narrow and get going the right way. We're waiting for our queen of the night, Janicia, Lesley. It's her birthday bash and starting to fill up a little bit. We're not going to be able to stay here all night. Dan the man and I, we've got to go to another engagement. We're going to stay here for a little while longer, hopefully catch a few stars coming in. But we do have to go somewhere else. But of course, man, this is going to be a good place. I think it's going to be packed. Maybe we'll come back later on at 11.
The night is young and the cats are jumping.
Yo, baby, that's right. Dan the man here with me on the Jesse T Show, always broadcasting live, podcasting on KTNT Radio and TV Network. Good to have you along. Thanks a lot, guys. Saying hi to Fred Jacobs, Dan, Bam Bam Shell, Tom, TK Kimsey. Saying hi to Frank Valvo. Hey, Frank, how you doing, buddy? Saying hi to Donna Kovac. Hi, Donna. Saying hi to Nicholas Vancombe, Mir, I think. Hopefully I got that name right. Enjoying the music from the 70s and the 80s here as we do Studio 54. I'm going to get some of that food later on. Thank you. Hey, come on down. It's a great cause. The address is 8271 Beverly Boulevard. You can come on down here. It's in Beverly Hills, just across the border from Westlake. And you can participate and get some money to the great foundation, the Chandler Foundation. Hey, we'll be back with you in just a bit on the Jesse T Show with the Brown Beauty on duty, baby. Woo!